Lean back and imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning and decide that today is the day you stop eating sugar. No sugar in your coffee, no juice, no late night ice cream to calm your mind. At first, everything feels completely under control. You're motivated, you're hopeful, maybe you're even happy. But slowly, something begins to change. A quiet storm starts forming inside your brain. Your thoughts begin circling around sweet things, and before long, you're not just craving sugar, you're missing it, like you miss an old friend. Most people think quitting sugar is simply a diet decision. But the truth is much deeper. This is a neurological battle. Years of sugar consumption have carved pathways in your brain, automatic circuits that signal more every few hours. When you suddenly shut that system down, your brain doesn't accept it quietly. It fights. Within the first 24 hours, dopamine levels, the pleasure molecule boosted by sugar, begin to fall. Suddenly, the comfort, the warmth, the emotional cushion sugar once gave you disappears. You're not hungry. You're entering withdrawal. And this is the first scientific truth of the 30-day journey. The first thing that struggles is not your body, it's your brain. Every time you eat sugar, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. The nucleus accumbens, the reward center, fills with dopamine and shouts, "This feels amazing. Do it again." It's the exact same pathway triggered by nicotine and even cocaine. This is addiction. Like anyone who consumes sugar regularly, you become dependent on it. This is why sugar isn't just tasty. It teaches your brain to want it, to need it, to chase it. Studies show that sugar hijacks the brain's reward circuits. Over time, the brain builds tolerance. The same amount no longer satisfies you, so you want more and more and more. Even worse, sugar hides everywhere: cereal, yogurt, sauces, even healthy snacks. Your brain doesn't care where it comes from. It reacts the same every time. The hit, the rush, the crash. So when you decide to quit sugar, you're not just resisting a craving, you're unraveling years of conditioning. By around day 3, your brain starts to panic. The easy bursts of energy it relied on are gone. Irritability sets in, fog rolls in, maybe even a hint of sadness. Your body is fine. It's your brain that's screaming. This is neurochemical adaptation, your brain recalibrating itself. If you can push through, something extraordinary begins. Your brain starts producing dopamine naturally again, through sleep, movement, accomplishment. Real rewards, real energy, real balance. And slowly the grip of addiction loosens. Around day 7, your body joins the fight your brain started. The liver begins clearing excess glucose. Insulin sensitivity improves. Headaches or fatigue may appear. Signs that your system is finally releasing years of overload. Your gut microbiome also changes. Sugar-loving bacteria die off, replaced by those nourished by fiber and whole food. Since more than 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut, your mood begins to stabilize. Beneath the surface, something powerful is happening. Your brain and body begin syncing again. Inflammation decreases, blood sugar stabilizes, afternoon crashes disappear, and clarity, true mental clarity, starts returning. Most people never reach this stage, but those who do say this is where everything begins to change. By the second week, a mental fog settles in. You feel slower, as if your mind is running on low battery. This is not your imagination. Glucose withdrawal directly affects the brain. Without its old fuel, your brain fights back with irritability, frustration, even anger. Old habits protest loudly, but beneath the discomfort, your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, start shifting to fat as a cleaner, more stable energy source. And once that switch stabilizes, your focus returns sharper than before. If you can endure this storm, the calm that follows feels like a rebirth. Around day 15, rewiring begins. The neural pathways shaped by sugar weaken. New connections form. Reward becomes linked to sleep, movement, and focus. This is neuroplasticity. Your brain is evolving, literally changing its structure. Mood swings fade. Stability returns. You start feeling like yourself again, but clearer. And that's when you realize quitting sugar isn't losing something. It's reclaiming control. Around day 20, you wake up feeling different. Peaceful, clear, light. Your brain has finally stabilized its energy supply. This clarity isn't just cognitive, it's emotional. The anxiety once fueled by sugar begins to ease. Researchers call this stage cognitive restoration, a natural harmony among dopamine, serotonin, and acetylcholine. Your brain begins functioning the way it was always meant to. By week 4, your memory improves noticeably. Names, dates, and ideas flow effortlessly. The hippocampus, once inflamed by high sugar, begins healing. Synaptic plasticity increases. Creativity blooms. Your mind feels brighter, cleaner, quieter. Sugar never gave you energy. It stole it. And now, for the first time, you finally feel what true mental clarity is. Around day 28, deeper emotional changes appear. Anxiety decreases. Sleep becomes restorative. Your mood finds balance. It's as if someone turned down the noise inside your head. And then comes the final test. After 30 days without sugar, what happens when you take that first bite? It hits you with surprising intensity, almost unpleasant. Your now balanced brain reacts sharply to the dopamine spike. You suddenly realize the comfort sugar provided was never comfort. It was chemical chaos. Once you experience peace, clarity, and genuine energy, you see sugar for what it really is, a distraction. Sugar addiction is real. MRI scans show it activates the same reward pathways as narcotics. It reshapes emotions, decisions, and impulses. The solution isn't fear, it's awareness. 30 days. That's all it takes to rewire the human brain, to go from withdrawal to balance to control. You're not just quitting sugar, you're rediscovering your real self. So now let me ask you, could you survive those first brutal days, or would the cravings win? Comment below. I'm curious how long you think you'd last. And if this journey inspired you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a fresh start. Because sometimes the sweetest thing in life is a clear mind.